In every business transaction, there are three deal devils that'll kill the deal on the spot. Number one is timing. If it takes too long for the food to get to you at the restaurant, you're going to get up and walk out. Number two is fear of the unknown, which I'm going to address today. And stay with me till the end of the video, and I'll give you the 5 steps that you can take to overcome your fear of the unknown. And the third deal devil is family and spousal support. If your wife doesn't want to go to Joe's restaurant and would rather have pizza tonight at home, you're going to have pizza tonight at home. This isn't new. Fear is built into our DNA, especially fear of the unknown. And it's written all through Exodus as Moses was leading Israel out of Egypt. The people at times would rise up and protest and want to go back to Egypt because they knew their lifestyle. They were comfortable in the known, even though they weren't free. Hi, I'm Luke Fry, and I was the first franchisee of Image First. So I understand what fear of the unknown means. I was young enough at the time that fear didn't weigh as heavy in my decision to be the first franchisee of Image First. It also helped because even though their franchise concept was new, I had worked with Jerry and Jeff Burstein in another unit for a year. So I knew what they brought to the table as well as what I did. Now, also during that time, I was able to be a fire chief, and I learned other aspects of overcoming fear as well. Please like, subscribe, share, and leave a comment if anything that I tell you today is valuable for you. Whether you're starting your own business, buying an existing private business, or buying a franchise with a proven business model and a process that they have in place to choose their best franchise partner, you're going to have fear. And I tell all of my clients right from the first conversation, it's natural. It's hard to admit, but through our questions and through the questionnaire, we're able to pick out certain areas where a new franchisee might be uncomfortable because of their unknown. Number one is the franchisor confident. You don't know them. You haven't ever done business with them. You don't know the competence of the franchisor, and you're going into business with them. Number two is the business model viable. We also address this during the process with validation calls with other franchisees that will give you very raw and unfiltered information. What's the culture of the franchise? Will your personality and the way that you do business mesh with the franchisors? You're also going to have questions about whether or not you can run a business, especially if this is your first endeavor. Can you build a team that's able to support you, or will you constantly be churning over employees? Does your market even need this franchise service? What kind of market research is there available for you to get over this fear? And there is so much to do in the first phase of starting up a business. How do you know what you need to do today to move forward and be successful? There are 5 steps that you can take in order to reduce your fear of the unknown. And the first one is to know yourself. And by that, I mean, what are your strengths and weaknesses in business? What are your strengths and weaknesses in growing a team and having others follow you? Because that's what you're doing, is you're becoming a leader of others. And you're becoming a leader in your community. once you get up and running. The second step, ask for help. Seek support from somebody who's been there before, like me. I'll walk you through the process step by step, and we'll address all of the fears that you have, and maybe some that you haven't recognized yet. Number 3, to overcome your fear of the unknown, is to work harder than you've ever worked in your life. Some models in franchising tout the fact that they're semi-absentee or executive models. And that may be true once the franchise is up and running. Like in my case with Image First, the first 2.5 to 3 years, first two years, I was doing everything. I did the accounting. I ran the routes to deliver our product to our customers. And then I'd go home, change into my suit, and go out and do cold calls to try and grow the business. Because back then we didn't use the internet much like we do now. Number 4, this is a mindset shift. Trust yourself to improve daily. At the beginning of each day, categorize and rank the most important things that need to be accomplished today. And then make sure that you stay with that plan. Other things are going to crop up all through the day. It's the natural way of doing business. People will call. There might be emergencies, but make sure that you accomplish that one big thing for today so that you're improving on a daily basis. Last, step number 5 is to be able to grow your skill in focusing on every moment. Each moment is important, and it's the only part of your timeline that you can control. You can't control what's going to happen an hour from now. And what's happened in the past, you can't change. Focus on the moment. Give it your 100% attention, because multitasking does not work when you're thinking through this process. Our mission with Franchise Building Expert is to ensure the best opportunity for entrepreneurial success through franchising for each and every one of our clients. We have the process, we have the educational materials, and we have relationships with franchisors and other franchisees to be able to answer your questions about what you're getting into. Thank you for watching this episode of the Successful Franchisee's Beautiful View. Stay safe and win every day.